We are hearing SRIMAD BHAGAVATAM. Yesterday we heard Yadasya Chit, the exalted devotee's mind becomes equipoised in sensory activities and he is transcendental to that which is agreeable and not agreeable. I told some days before that according to our material nature, which we acquired by our previous actions, we have certain likings and dislikings for material sense objects, rag and dvesh. So something we like, something we don't like. Something is agreeable to us, something is not. And that is why we are always disturbed, because this world always is changing and we cannot always get what we want and cannot always avoid what we don't want. So we are always disturbed in the waves of this material existence. But one who is exalted devotee, means pure devotee, he is transcendental to all this. He has no any material nature. So there is no any particular attraction or dislike to anything in this world. That is why his mind is always equipoised, means stable, peaceful, not swayed here and there, because he's above that. As we heard Haridas Thakur, he was chanting Harinam for the satisfaction of Radha Krishna. Pure name he was chanting. So he's on transcendental platform. So even that very beautiful prostitute came to him. He was not anything swayed, transformed within. Also Maya Devi, full Maya Devi, with all her charms, like complete Maya Devi, all kinds of enjoyments available, she offered to him, but he was not interested because he had a higher taste of service of Krishna. Then next verse. Sa tadaivatmanatmanam nihsangam samadarshanam heyopadeya rahitam arudham padam ikshate. Because of his transcendental intelligence, the pure devotee is equipoised in his vision and sees himself to be uncontaminated by matter. He does not see anything as superior or inferior, and he feels himself elevated to the transcendental platform of being equal in qualities with the Supreme Person. Yes, here Sai Maharaj is telling in commentary, perception of disagreeable arises from attachment. A devotee has no personal attachment to anything. Therefore, for him there is no question of agreeable or disagreeable. Fully above these dualities, because no material nature. Because here, transcendental intelligence. Material intelligence tells us what is good and what is bad for our material enjoyment and necessities. Animals also, they have intelligence, what is good, what is all this. But transcendental intelligence means I have to serve Supreme Lord. I am his eternal servant. It is my duty to serve him. That is transcendental intelligence, coming out of pure knowledge of that Sambandha Gyan, and this Sambandha Gyan is of two levels. One is this, I am eternal servant of Krishna, I should serve him. Another is one who already realized his intimate, sweet, delightful relation with Krishna in one of the 5 rasas of Vrindavan. Then he will feel Krishna is my son. So out of that relationship, he will serve him. Or he's my beloved, or he's my friend. From that relationship, he will always serve on transcendental platform. Such devotees are also staying in this world. Those who are in Raga mark, outwardly you will see them, they will do all these devotional forums, Shravan, Kirtan, Archan, all these they will do. But inside their purified heart, from there, here it says, equipoised in his vision, the pure devotee is equipoised in his vision and sees himself to be uncontaminated by matter. He realized his real self. I am not matter, I am not of this world. Sarva padi vinirmuktam. And he also understands Tat Paratena Nirmalam. I belong to Supreme Lord in these 2 ways. So one who is in delightful relation, intimate, he's 24 hours in a day, though staying in this world, in his own real self, he's engaged in serving in the Lila of Krishna. As per his responsibility, according to that Lila, what is going on, he will do mentally, means not with this material mind, but in his purified heart, in that transcendental consciousness within, he will always serve Radha and Krishna in Lila. That is possible only, we heard from Bhajan Rahasya, that is possible only for someone who sees himself to be uncontaminated by matter, fully on transcendental platform. He does not see anything as superior or inferior, means in this world, that's Pandit Samadarshan, he has Samadarshan. In Gita, Krishna says he sees cow, Brahmin, everyone is equal, because he sees the soul inside. In that sense, he sees everyone is equal, not having inferior thinking based on material qualities. Or I'm of this country, we are superior, that is another country that is inferior, I am this group, you are that group, all this he is not seeing. Samadarshan, and he feels himself elevated to the transcendental platform of being equal in qualities with the Supreme Person. Supreme Lord is conscious being, Satchidananda, eternally existing, conscious and blissful entity, being. Jiva is also like that, transcendental to matter, but quantity is different. Supreme Lord is Bibhu, means big. We are Onu, we are very small, infinitesimally small in comparison with him. But this is same Satchidananda. Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam Eko Bahunam Jovidadati Kaman. He is eternal, we are eternal, but he is chief of all. We are conscious being, pure conscious being, then he is also, but he is chief. And he is the one who fulfills the desires of all others and maintains them. So they are both on transcendental platform. In that point they are same, but quantity is different. And also qualitative difference is also there if you go very minutely, because he is energetic. Energetic means possessor. We are being possessed by him. Because he is energetic, we are his energy. He is Malik, his owner. We are not owner of anything. We are owned by him. We are one of his potencies. Tatashta Shakti is also transcendental, but is not same as Supreme Lord. He is energetic, Shaktiman, we are Shakti. That is the difference. And also subtle difference is there between his own Swarup Shakti, means Radharani, and all personal associates of Krishna in Vrindavan. That is Swarup Shakti, internal potency. We are marginal potency, though we are Paraprakriti, we are not material, we are transcendental. And we are potency, but we are inferior to Swarup Shakti. We have to submit to Swarup Shakti, means his personal associates, to get devotion and to get the service of Krishna. We have to submit to that Swarup Shakti. Then we can enter into Lila as servant. Samadarshan, our Gurudev told once he came to Kolkata, then our brahmachari, he told today, Gurudev, today I was rescued. I was, because before, since the time of Prabhupada Bhakti Saraswati Thakur, brahmacharis or sannyasis, they will go from door to door and they will beg something for the service of Bhagavan for their own benefit, for the benefit of those householders, and they will speak some Harikatha, and in this way they will be preaching. And for some houses they would be regular because those devotees, they are or some good people, they are inclined to serve, so they say, yes, every month you come, we will give you. So this brahmachari was going to one house where the husband was fully atheist and wife was inclined to service of Krishna. So wife told this brahmachari, you come at that particular time, every time when my husband is not at home, I will give you. So he used to come at that time. But one day it happened that brahmachari came, but something happened that husband was at home that time also, not in office. Then immediately when he saw that brahmachari, said, oh, brahmachari, you come here. You think you can become sadhu just by putting this saffron cloth. You think you have become sadhu. You see, there should be samadarshan, means equal vision. Samadarshan should be there. Then you are sadhu, not only by putting saffron cloth. You see, I am eating here on my plate and my dog is also eating from same plate. We are eating from same plate. That is samadarshan. Can you do this? You are sadhu. Can you do this? There should be samadarshan, means equal vision. Then that brahmachari, because that was not nice behavior, then he left. Then he told to Gurudev, then Gurudev told him that is not samadarshan. Samadarshan is not so easy. Samadarshan means when you are on transcendental platform, you see everyone as soul. You don't see at that time his dog, his man. So he himself contradicted himself. He said samadarshan, I'm man, I'm dog, he's dog. So we are eating same. He himself proved he does not have samadarshan because seeing like that. But like Shukadev Goswami, he went, ladies, they were not inclined to cover their bodies, naked bodies, when Shukadev was passing by, because then they asked, why you didn't cover? They said, because he's Paramahansa, he does not see what is man, what is woman. He's beyond that. So there is no need for us to cover. So that is not so easy. That samadarshan only pure devotees they can get. Then they don't see anything inferior or superior in relation to material covering. They will see Jiva as superior and inferior in relation to their action. Like whether devoted to Bhagavan or not, and or which kind of activities he's doing. In that they will, but there is no inferior and superior based on cloth, material cloth, body. So he's equipoised in his vision. Jnana matram param brahma paramatmeshwara puman. Drishyadibih pritah bhavair bhagavan ekayate. The Supreme Personality of Godhead alone is complete transcendental knowledge. But according to the different processes of understanding, he appears differently. Either as impersonal Brahman, as Paramatma, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or as the Purusha Avatar. If you do Gyan, then you will realize that light only. Some days back I heard one example in one Harikatha. Someone may see train in the night, but he will see only light. Then someone who will wait the train to come near, then he will see train, that thing. And someone can enter also inside, then can see. So all are seeing same train, but the level of realization is different. Before I used to hear the example with car, not with train, the same thing. Car from distance, you will see only some light. Then when you come close, or car comes close, then you see car, and then you see driver also. But all is same, looking as the same object. So one is doing Gyan, he will realize that light. One who will do joke, he will realize Paramatma everywhere. And one who will do Bhakti, he will realize Bhagavan. One who realizes Bhagavan automatically also realizes that Brahma Jyoti and Paramatma, because they are dependent on Bhagavan. That is light coming from Bhagavan, and Paramatma is his partial manifestation for controlling this world, these Purusha avatars. They are all Paramatma. Generally we say Kirodakashai Vishnu is Paramatma in the heart of everything. That is okay, but as Paramatma of one individual universe and collective universes, and as the Paramatma of whole Biraja river, from where these all material universes will come out. So three are Paramatma. You will find in Paramatma Sandarbha of Jiva Goswami. Yesterday we were hearing. It is in details explained about Paramatma, these three Purusha avatars and what are their functions, what they are doing. And the Jiva is also Paramatma Vaibhav, one opulence of Paramatma. Which Paramatma? Of Mahavishnu. We are coming out of Karandakashai Mahavishnu as his particles, that Tatashta Shakti is coming from Mahavishnu. Then certain jivas, this Mahavishnu is in between the spiritual worlds and material worlds. That is Tatashta. So some jivas who want to serve Krishna, they will go up. Some who want to enjoy, they will go down. They will get this material body. Or example also is given, from far off you will see one green spot. It is correct, that vision, it is green spot. But when you will come more near, you will see it is a forest. It is also correct vision. When you will go even more close, you will see what kind of different trees are there. It is same, looking same object, but more precise. And if you go in more, you will see some are trees, some are birds, some are all this. Like that, realization of one and the same thing, object, can be of different levels. So Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan, according to process. And even for Bhagavan, there is difference of realization according to rasa. How much close they are coming. In intimate relation, that is why, you know, Radharani is the highest servitor of Krishna. In Ras Lila also, in general Ras Lila in Vrindavan, there are all kinds of groups of gopis there. And Krishna is one Krishna, one gopi, one Krishna, one gopi. Krishna expanded himself to dance with each gopi. But original Swayam group, that original himself, not the expansion, Swayam group, he is only with Swayam Grupa, means Radharani. Only with Radharani, not with others. Original one. Because Radharani has highest quantity and also quality of service to Krishna. And that is why also when Radharani left, Krishna was not satisfied. He went to search after her, and this indirect glorification of Radharani is there in Bhagavatam. That gopis, they were saying there is one particular gopi who served. He's the best of all. She served better. Otherwise, why Krishna left us all for her? Indirectly, it is said about Radharani. So Radharani has highest quality and quantity of seva. That is why those who are of her group are also highest. That is why Govardhan Lila is higher than Vrindavan Lila, because there only Radharani's group and Chandravali's group is there, not all others. Chandravali and Radharani are superior to others. But in Radhakunda, only Radharani's gopis are there, her own group. That is why Radhakunda is highest. Even Chandravali, and they have no entrance there. Only Radharani. That is why those who become servants of Radharani, that is highest thing what Jiva can achieve by the grace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He came to distribute this. Unata Ujjala Rasam, Radha Dasyam, that is highest because they are assisting Radharani in her service to Krishna. They are serving Radharani in the service of Krishna. So what Radharani feels, they also feel through service, according to their capacity. But it is that kind of quality of rasa, which nowhere else you can find. That is, in Tattva, Krishna is the enjoyer, Bhagavan. Bishoy Vigraha, object of love. Ekala Ishwar Krishna Arsa Britya. There is only one Ishwar, that is Krishna, all others are his servants. Or in the language of Prabhupada, predominating moiety and predominate that. So everyone except Krishna, they are all predominated, they are all servants. But Radharani is highest. His internal immediate potency. So those who serve Radharani, who assist Radharani, who serve Radharani, the Manjaris, they, in Lila, they are only concerned with the service of Radharani. Their focus is Radharani. And because Radharani is connected with Krishna, they also have some connection with Krishna, but not separately. Other gopis, they can have also direct connection with Krishna. Other gopis, even Radharani's group, Ashtasakis, they, on the request of Radharani, they also sometimes go to serve Krishna. Like Radharani will send Lalita, you serve, or Vishaka, like this, they will serve. Though they don't want, but because Radharani wants, they will serve. But these Manjaris, young girls, young gopis, they are younger than Sakhi. Even if Krishna comes or Radharani, they will never go to serve Krishna separately. Their concern is only Radharani, service of Radharani. So when sometimes there is such intimate lila of Radha Krishna that even Sakhi, they will not enter there to serve because of Radha and Krishna being shy in front of those Sakhi of same age. At that time, they will send these young gopis, manjaris, like Rupa Manjari, they will send. They get the highest type of service possible. So, though they are only concerned with Radharani, their focus is on Radharani. That is in Lila. That is their thinking in Lila. But according to Tattva, like Krishna is enjoyer, all our servants, these manjaris are doing highest type of service to Krishna. That is the highest thing one can achieve, being jiva. That kind of service of Radharani. And that is the highest type of service to Krishna. Though in Lila, their mood is, we are only concerned with Radharani, what she wants, and they are also fully maintained only by Radharani. Radharani sometimes giving them garland or flowers or some betel or something. They are only concerned with that. Radharani is like their mother or Swamini mistress. They are maintained by Radharani. Palyadasi. So this bhav, this is not so easy to achieve practically, but it is possible by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's grace if we follow his process. The basis of which is we have to chant pure name. Pure name means exclusively for the satisfaction of Radha Krishna, no any other motive there. If we can get this, then everything will be revealed in our heart and we will get that service. But this is without pure chanting, there is no question that by any kind of imagination or imitation or anything you can get that bhav. It is impossible. We have to go through these stages, anartha, nivriti, all these things, and come to pure chanting in relation to Radha Krishna. Then the more we progress, the more you can get that service internally. But it is not possible without pure chanting. So we need sadhu sangha and seva of Vaishnavas to get that service attitude. Then with that attitude we have to chant. Otherwise, if there are other motives and this thing, that is not pure chanting. So, yes, the Gyanis, they will realize the light of Krishna. Yogis, they will realize Paramatma feature. Devotees, they will realize Bhagavan. Bhagavan is one person, but he has many leelas. Not many, unlimited leelas in different forms, Nrishinga, Bhaman, Ramchandra, Krishna, everything. But according to rasa, intensity of rasa, highest is Krishna. And in the service of Krishna, there are different kinds of devotees. So they will also have their own realization of Krishna. Only Radharani, Sridhar Maharaj explained, only Radharani can extract the maximum from Krishna. Like Krishna is sweet, sugar, but only Radharani, because of highest type of service, can extract maximum rasa from Krishna. And those who are her servant, they also get. So their realization is also different. how much one is intimately connected. Like in this world, someone knows about someone only name. He knows something. Someone saw his forum, he knows more than that one who knows name. Someone becomes his servant, he knows more about that person through that service. But his intimate friend knows more about that person. And his mother also knows more. He knows some defects in his body as no one else knows. But his wife, he knows everything. Like that, even more than mother, because of that intimate relation. So that is highest. Gopis and especially Radharani, they have highest type of realization of Krishna, means the taste also. So by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy, we can get that. Etavan eva jogena samagre neha jogina yujyate bhimato hyarto yat asangastu kritsnasha. Like in Vrindavan, cowherd boys, they will see some form of Krishna. His servants, they will see some form of Krishna. Jashoda will always see Krishna as little boy. When Krishna was in Kurukshetra as a king coming from Dwaraka, and they were doing big yagyas and everything during solar eclipse in Kurukshetra, so Brajavasis, they were not invited. Whole world was invited except Brajavasis. Whole world was invited. Narad had to invite everyone. Krishna said, but don't invite Brajavasis. Then Narad became a little angry on Krishna. Why you are not inviting Brajavasis? They are crying for you whole life. They have such devotion to you. You told me to invite whole world except them. Why is this? Then Krishna said, because they are my own person. You don't need to invite own persons. You can inform them, but there is no need of invitation for a child to visit his mother. Not necessary. You can inform, but no need to invite. That is automatical. Always welcome. So that is why Krishna wanted to show Brajavasis they are my own person. So no need to invite them. But they were informed. Then Brajavasis, they were a little afraid. Now Krishna is big man, king. How we can go? Also, we don't know whether he will remember us or not. They were hesitating. But they also wanted to have his darshan. So the gopis and the cowherd boys, they requested Jashoda and Nanda Maharaj, you go. If you go, then we will go. Because at least parents, child can never forget. So when he will see you, he will remember you and he will come and bow down to you. Then we can also get darshan. That is sure. Then they agreed, and Yashoda said, but if I will not see Krishna, then I will die. Then they went, and you know the story, because they had no invitation card. The gate man, he did not let them in. Who are you? We are mother and father of Krishna. No, his mother and father are inside. Devaki and Vasudev, they are inside. Why you are telling you are in Krishna is a king? You are ordinary peasants, means farmers, vaishyas, no poor people. He is a king. How you can claim you are his parents? His parents are inside. If you show me your invitation card, then you can go inside. Otherwise, not possible. Then they went to another gate, because on 4 sides there were gates, but nowhere they let them in, Brajavasis. Then Jashoda said, I told you, if I will not see Krishna, I will die. Now we cannot enter inside. Then she started crying, Gopal, 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 calling Krishna from her relation as her son, Gopal. When Krishna heard that pure name, pure chanting with relation, then immediately he gave up that royal throne and he was running out from that arena of yagya, running, and he threw all that opulence and everything, just running, and everything was destroyed. There, yaga, everything. He came and he sat on the lap of mother, and he was like a small boy. Because in front of Jashoda, he is always small baby. Because of her bhav, Krishna takes that form. According to the bhav of devotee, Krishna will take that form. All different. So then everything was destroyed there. So chanting of name is highest form of devotion, but it must be with relation. Sambandha Gyan, that service attitude, or loving attitude if you have that relation like Jashoda. Then with gopis, Krishna met separately. Because in front of Jashoda, that Vatsalya and Madhurya Rasa, they are not compatible. In front of Jashoda, Krishna is a small boy, cannot do anything. But in front of gopis, he is a hero. So that lila is not coming together. If Radharani coming in front of Jashoda, then both will be like son and daughter, babies in front of Jashoda, but not Madhurya Rasa, Radha and Krishna. So that is separately. But cowherd boys, they can be also in Madhurya Lila. So the point is that according to bhav of devotee, Krishna will have particular form. So there are innumerable forms of Bhagavan. But Krishna is the highest in the matter of rasa. 5 rasas, 5 main rasas and 7 secondary rasas are all manifested in Krishna only. Possible with Krishna only. With Narayan only 2.5, but with Krishna 12. 5 principal and 7 secondary rasas. So that is highest. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to tell us, you worship Nandanandan Krishna, Brajendranandan Krishna. That is highest. And how? Radyo Bhagavan Brajesha Stana Tadhama Brindavanam Rame Upasit Kaj, that Braja Vargena Jakalpita. Braja Badu Vargena Jakalpita. You worship Nandan Krishna, and his abode is Brindavan. And which worship is the highest? That is Braja Badu, the gopis of Brindavan, the maids, damsels of Brindavan, that is highest. And Radharani is, of course, highest. SRIMAD BHAGAVATAM Pramanam. Where you will find evidence in Shastra, in Bhagavatam. Spotless Purana is Bhagavatam, you will find there is evidence. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teaching, so this we have to follow. So that Krishna who is in front of Radharani, that is original Krishna. You know, when Krishna took the form of Narayan, he wanted to hide himself from the gopis. The gopis, they bow down to Narayan and further searching. But when Radharani came, then Krishna could not hold his Narayan form. He had to take the form of two-hand Krishna because of love of Radharani, could not hold. So that form of Krishna, which is with Radharani, that Krishna we are worshipping, Radha's Krishna. Not so many other Krishna, Dwarakadish, Mathuranath, or Vishnu, or anyone. No. Also not that Nandanan Krishna, but Radharan is Krishna, Radharaman Krishna. That is why in our Maha Mantra we are chanting Hare Krishna, means Radhe Krishna, and Hare Rama, that is Radhika Raman Ram. So we are worshipping Radha Krishna. And Radharani, that Krishna. So if we follow Radharani, then that is highest service of Krishna. The greatest common understanding for all yogis is complete detachment from matter, which can be achieved by different kinds of yoga. Jnana yoga, that Ashtanga yoga or Bhakti yoga. All they will come out of matter. That is same. Detachment from matter. But there is difference in transcendental realization. Jyoti or Paramatma or Bhagavan. And then Bhagavan, which form of Bhagavan, which Lila, and Krishna Lila, and which form of devotion to Krishna. That is, Mahaprabhu told, Braja Badu Vargena Jakalpita. That one you have to accept. Jnanam ekam parachinair indriyer brahmanir gunam avabhati artha rupena brantya shabdadi dharmina. Those who are averse to the transcendental, those who are averse to the transcendence realize the supreme absolute truth differently through speculative sense perception. And therefore, because of mistaken speculation, everything appears to them to be relative. There is nothing except Bhagavan. Everything is Bhagavan. But if you are averse to him, you are seeing whatever we are seeing, he is Bhagavan, but we are not realizing it is Bhagavan or his potency. That is why speculative sense perception, that is limited. But what we are seeing now, that is only Bhagavan. Because nothing else exists except Bhagavan. It is non-dual truth. Advaya Gyan Tattva. But our vision is polluted, perverted. We don't realize Bhagavan. But pure devotee, he will see same this world, but he will see Krishna. His potency and himself as owner, Krishna owner, all this they will see. Because their vision is pure. Because they are not averse to Krishna. One time, our Gurudev was explaining that Upadeshamrita, that more dear to Krishna are than ordinary sense enjoyers are karmis. Karmis in the sense they are following karma kant of Vedas. Means they are doing pious activities as enjoined by the Vedas, so at least there is some regulation in them. They are not like unrestricted sense enjoyers, anabhilasis. They are pious persons in Satya Guna and following that Vedic process. They are more dear to Krishna than those. Then Gyanis, our Gurudev was explaining that verse that to have desire for dharma, artha, kama is ignorance and is cheating. But the highest type of cheating is moksha bancha, means desire for liberation. In Chaitanya Charitamrita we find this. Then Gurudev explaining in Harikatha. Then when we were in train going to Chandigarh, then I asked Gurudev on train that yesterday this point was there. But in Upadeshamrita, Rupa Goswami says Karmis are more there than enjoyers, but Gyanis are more there to Krishna than Karmis. So Gyanis, they want liberation. So how I can understand this? Then Gurudev told, yes, that verse is there in Upadeshamrita, but I had no time to explain yesterday. So Gurudev told me, Karmis, they are following Vedas, but they have still material desires of this world and higher worlds, heavenly planets and those things. But Gyanis, they don't have such desire. In that sense, they are superior, more dear to Krishna, because they don't have those desires. But what is stated in Chaitanya Charitamrita is from that standpoint that, like one wife, she will serve her husband, but always demanding, you give me gold necklace, you give me this, you give me cloth, give me money, you give all the time something. Demanding. She will serve, but all the time demanding something. Then husband will say, yes, it is okay. You sincerely serve me. You don't desire so many things. Sincerely you serve me, you will get everything. Then wife will become angry and will commit suicide. Then there is no any service anymore, neither with motive nor nothing. So in that sense, it is more worse. Liberation is no service, nothing to Krishna. Only you are sleeping, only sleeping, like dead. Spiritual suicide, sleeping. No any material that worship with desires, no anything, like a suicide. So Krishna nor that person will be benefited. Then the more there than Gyanis are Bhaktas, like 4 Kumaras. They gave up that liberation and they accepted service of Krishna. Sridhar Maharaj told the 4 Kumaras, they were very attached to impersonal Brahman meditation, but sometimes they used to visit Narayan also. Sometimes. Occasionally visit Narayan, but one day that Tulsi offered to the lotus feet of Narayan, that fragrance came to them, that is devotion. Without devotion, even if you get darshan of Bhagavan, you will not get that taste. Only with devotion you can get. So that came into their nose, then they gave up Brahmananda and they want to worship Narayan. That is higher taste. Then, like this, Gurudev was explaining to me for that Upadeshamrita verse 4 Kumaras and then Dasya, like Hanuman, or like this, Sakya, Arjun, all these different devotions explaining, and that is from realized standpoint, Gurudev is telling, not theoretically. How devotion is increasing, then this rasa, then he came to Radharani. Then he said, Radharani's devotion is such, you cannot imagine that. Only this he said. He did not explain. Only he said this, then complete his answer. But in that answer, I could feel he knows what is that, but it is impossible to explain, and also I am not eligible. He said, you cannot imagine that. Then when I went to my seat back, then because of hearing that Harikatha from Gurudev, from realized, then I was feeling such vibration inside, some bliss was coming, and vibration that my whole body was like shaking. And then his sevak, Gurudev's sevak came, he sat near me and he said, what Gurudev was speaking to you now? Because that sevak had to go to my seat because I was sitting near Gurudev to reply. Then I came, then he was very eager to know what Gurudev was speaking to you. And I was in that feeling, I could not speak to him. I said, I only showed him, now I cannot speak. Because that was going on inside. So much that bliss, I could not speak. So we cannot imagine about Radharani. So those who are averse to Krishna, they will only see Maic perception. Maic. With material filter. But Gyanis, Yogis, they can go out of this material perception. They will see eternal truth. Sat and Chit. The Gyanis Sat aspect, the Yogis Chit. But devotees, they will see Ananda also, Bhagavan, and according to the degree of their devotion, they will be able to realize and also taste. So Radharani highest, those who will accept her service, they will get highest bliss and highest service. Means highest service is highest bliss. Highest service to Krishna means highest bliss. That for Jiva means service of Radharani. Yes, tomorrow we will further hear. So in Bhagavatam, that glory of Radharani is given, but indirectly. Those who are eligible, they can realize in their purified heart. But it is not to be spoken in public, because there will be misunderstanding. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita also, Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami told that these things are not to be spoken in public. He described, but it is not for public. Where anyone, because we cannot understand that, or others, they will misunderstand, so how it's possible. But if we go on chanting Harinam, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and give up all offenses, give up all desires and all everything, and chant for the satisfaction of Radha Krishna, then everything will be gradually revealed in our heart. And we can get that highest type of service by pure chanting of Harinam, because that Leela will be revealed, and you in relation to that Leela will also be revealed. Gorkishore Das Babaji Maharaj told to Prabhupada, although Prabhupada is Nayan Moni Manjari, he knows everything, but playing the part of like a sadhaka, Gorkishore Das Babaji told him, in the syllables of Mahamantra, you will realize yourself, your Siddhadeha, you will realize. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur described it in that song, in the end of Sharanagati, Krishna Nam Dhore Koto Bol. There even slightly it will open, Nam, then you will see his Rup, Nam Rup Gun Lila. And if fully will manifest, then he will show you your own transcendental form and what is your seva, everything Harinam will show you. Because Harinam is not different from Radha Krishna, and in that mirror you will see yourself. And everything, your Gurudev, what is your Gurudev's transcendental form, everything you will see. Who are you, what is your response, everything you will get. So this is important. Gaur Govinda Sai Maharaj gave importance on this. Srila Gaur Govinda Sai Maharaj, that you have to come to the platform of pure chanting, otherwise you cannot progress in any way. And he explained, he gave the standard for us to understand. He said, if you are chanting Mahamantra, but you are not seeing Krishna, it means you are blind. So as long as we are having that blockage of impurity, we cannot realize Krishna, we cannot see Krishna when chanting. So it means we are not yet on pure chanting, but we have to try, and we should not be puffed up, proud. I am great, I am like this. No, what you have? Nothing you have. And those who have realized Krishna, they are seeing Nam Rup Gun Lila, they will always be humble. Because Krishna is unlimited, their realization is also unlimited, so they will never have any pride. I'm a great devotee, I know everything, you see, I am 40 years devotee, any kind of pride will not be there. So in order to check us, to prevent us from having false ego, Gaur Govinda Sai Maharaj told, if you are blind, and Srila Bhakti Puri Gosai Maharaj, I heard from him, he said, when you will chant Harinam purely, then Krishna will come out from the name. He used this word. He will come out from the name Krishna. So those who are realized souls, they can speak like this. So tomorrow we will hear Bhagavatam.